Well, here, we're gonna try this. So I'm gonna try and get all of this done by the end of 2023. So what we got here is the SOC saving our country round robin with the new units included as well. So we're gonna do a really quick recap, or at least attempt to. So if I remember correctly, so this should be the keeper who symbolizes selfishness, grabs a hold of things, keeps them for himself. He's a bit of a hoarder. Next up is the obsessed, who is stealthy. All of the demons have something to do with S. My face cam is lagging, and that makes me really mad right now. Behind them, you can see Bill or Elliot. I gave him both names. Brazilian dancer that has electric powers. Up here, we got Nephia Runner, Wind, Bird Girl, and just a basic demon, because I kind of need to have one. In the back there, that's Layla Suron, the light warrior, who does not like it when people know that she's a woman. Marissa, the mermaid queen of Atlantis, or whatever I end up naming the Atlantis equivalent, but also, yeah, obviously she's not a woman. The overseer, the second strongest demon, and the one responsible for strategy. We got Iris Harmonia, the half-human, half-animal nature girl with command over plants. We have the appealing, which I could have called like the seductive or something, seductress or the succubus. The brute, who's back there with strength. We got the leader of resistance. Who are you? Are you the cloud who soars in the air? Is the reason why they all have wings. We have the wallback here, who is dirty, different to the brute's strength, although they'll probably be very similar. Sheila Fu, the Australian tomboy with a bitchy attitude and fiery explosive kicks. Back here is, I believe this one should be the artist, maybe? He creates Tin's verse. Creator and keeper of time. Or maybe just a girl with control over time. I don't know. Ivan, the 7'2" Russian with the ice powers. The Bolt, who has speed and stamina. The Mage, who has sorcery. I would have done magic, but that's not an S word, unfortunately. Dracula, or no, Svenverse, the protector of space, or maybe just someone who can warp space. Dracula Sauron, aka the Shadow, fights using darkness. Devin, a new and updated one. Devin Gennady, home resident of Sino, the hope of humanity, son of Fire Lord Man, the strongest DMU, the original. We have 24 units, and I'm gonna start off by saying I severely apologize to the people who made the maps that I've been using for this one. For the Demon Slayer one and the Zukafa one. I made fun of those maps because I felt qualified to, and then I made my own. And, well, you can see some of the things that went wrong here. It's a circle, so I can't really get these around. And then for whatever reason, sometimes this stair connected, this stair doesn't connect, and this stair, no matter what I do, doesn't connect. And then also all of the furniture was way too small. We don't have like normal chairs or anything. I wanted to make the full city of Sino, but then I realized that this map, while it is a large, is not actually going to be big enough to do so. So instead, we made the Sino Battleground. A bit of a training area for all the people, if you will. And that is our intro. And with the intro out of the way, we are going to get started in round 1. We have 24 rounds to do this, and I think I want to try and get through 4 rounds. And there's gonna be a lot. So anyway, first up, the Keeper versus Firelord End. It is so smooth, and why is it this? I don't have settings turned on to make it look like smooth like this. Is it something with the map creator? Anyway, of course, the Demon King was gonna take it over, one of the weakest and the weakest demon pillar. So took that with not even any damage to it. Am I tripping for thinking it's so beautiful? Because I don't remember it being like this in either of the other two that we did. Next up, the Obsessed versus the new and improved Devin. I really don't remember it like this. Anyway, they actually might just take this. God, this platform is really high off the ground. These are the types of things you don't actually really notice while you're physically making them. Anyway, the Obsessed took game 1, but... Okay, yeah, no, it definitely was not this beautiful, and that's an issue. Them diving out of the map. That's great. Maybe I can fix this. Hold on. Right, I need to make my own predictions. Anyway, I fixed the map. I just made the platform on the ground instead. Anyway, the basic demon versus Dracula. So this should hopefully solve some issues we have with unit pathfinding. It obviously won't solve all of them, or all of the issues that come with making a custom map, but units won't fall off of this and die. Anyway, I have to make a prediction for who I think is gonna win. I think Sven is gonna be very interesting to watch. He might not win, but I tried really hard to get him to actually work. And Dracula take that match. Then, speaking of Sven versus Marissa, this might be one that he just loses already, but he has the best attack in the game that I have ever given to a unit. The Dark Peasant throw, but I gave him a weapon that has a really long curve for it. So yeah, he kind of one-shots everything, but he is very much so like a ballista. It takes a while. I don't remember what I gave him, if I gave him something normal and then just decreased it, or if I gave him scarecrow throw, because that just does it by itself. We got another match with a 7,000 character. There are a lot of these 7k characters costing 7k in this faction. There's 4 of them, and that's a lot. Anyway, what we have up next is the Wall versus the Appeal. Or the Seductress or Succubus or something else. Maybe they just drop to the ground. They really didn't care about those characters. Anyway, why is there motion blur? I have motion blur turned off. Either way, it looks like they might just the Seductress or the Appealing. It's the Appealing, not the Seductress. The Appealing might just take it. Because their projectile block and damage output as well isn't nearly good. Okay, I fixed the issues and it crashed the recording. I I'm not gonna sit here and watch the rest of this. They win. Next up is V versus the Brute. This one's gonna be rough to try and make even. I mean, it's gonna be really impossible to do, but that's about even enough. I think Brute won the first version before we had these new filters in and an updated Devin. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how he fares this time. B is actually a pretty hard opponent for the Brute to fight. Yeah, the Brute might like one or two shot them, but the Ice Giant Punch on a normal size unit has a hard enough time landing as it is already. When you're a unit like V who's like constantly moving, it's pretty much impossible. Like, V's just a guy, technically. He's just an experienced fighter. Yeah, like, look, they have nowhere near the durability that the Brute has. Oh, and we might get some of them out of the wall. I hope it doesn't happen too often. This is a really small area for them to try and fall out of the wall. The Brute does take it though. Lila versus Sheila. Again, I don't understand why. Okay. Here goes one Sheila. Sheila definitely, I think, has the better damage output, but Lila is a lot more durable in this fight. I mean, I can go back and check. Also, Lila can heal herself, so that's just not fair. So, yeah, obviously they take it. Versus Tinza. Begin. So we got time versus, like, all the elements. The mage is, like, all the elements I could give him. Tinza is scary. Output comes from the Chronomancer dial. It is very reliable, though. I think I gave it to her, like, a bunch of times. Which is why she's firing it so fast. They're gonna take it. There's two of them left at really good health. That's gonna be a win for Tinza. Versus the Volt. Ice versus electricity. Or lightning, technically. Yes. The Volt doesn't have the greatest of HP pools. I would not be surprised if, you know, Ivan managed to actually freeze some of them. God, Floor Hammer does a lot of damage. I wish we could get a bit better than this. Like, if I could make units that have Firestorm and Ice Storm, like, actually run in to fight instead of just stand there. If Ivan could just, like, run in to fight and then cast the Ice Storm on top of himself, I'd love for that to be the case, but sadly, the AI just doesn't want to do that. Anyway, Bolt wins. The Artist versus Bill. Bill Campan. So what are the Artists gonna summon? I see a Blackbeard, a Present Elf did spawn. I mean, this really just comes down to Blackbeard. whether or not, oh, he's doing pretty good. He just, like, two shots of Bill. And they're having a pretty hard time hitting him. I should have given Bill spin to win or something. Oh, this is gonna be close. Thor, Lightning, so reliable. Game 2. Now, what are we gonna get? An Ice Giant? Okay. What else did we get? I don't see anything. I think that was just their work. They do have golden stuff, I believe. Yeah, they do. Some of them died instantly. We got a dragon. If that's the best unit they summoned, then, well, the artist is gonna have to clean up the work. You see, I like the artist. It's a summoning unit that can, like, you know, actually fight itself. The artist is not a pushover with Roy Monarch Dodge. Oh, we get this fight round 1. The Cloud versus Nethia. Oh, dear God. Okay, 2 Banshee Screams take out Nethia, and it's gonna take like 4 to take out Cloud. But... oh, you have like... Banshee attack too, don't you? Yeah. Alright, the Cloud's gonna take this match. The last one is gonna be another essentially 1v1. This is the last one for round 1. Iris versus the Overseer. That was so fast. We can move on to Iris versus Anethia. And I guess we're just gonna have the game look really nice and super high quality and have motion blur and everything like that for the tournament. Wow, that wasn't close. About halfway through, I'll start eliminating units from the bracket. The First Seeder versus the Keeper. Begin. Oh, they did quite a bit of damage to it. They might be able to do this. What is that? Oh, Vampire Bite, it looks like? They do about half his health. It's not enough, but it is something. Bill versus the Cloud. Bill versus the Cloud, yeah. He tosses him away too far. Oh, that's so much damage. Alright, he's so done. Sword throw it at her. Oh, he didn't die from that. But he did die for that. What do we have next? We got a demon showdown. Bolt versus Artist. We saw the Artist take it against Bill. How will they do against, you know, the other lightning user? I see a Taekwondo user. Oh, they have a Taekwondo kick. I forgot I gave that to them. It's been a while since I made these units. They got a Deathbringer in there. I mean, all 5 bolts are still up, so, he didn't bring enough death. We got a Hay Baler Zeus Tree Giant. The Tree Giant fell onto the ground. I don't think that's awfully fair. They drew up a Tree Giant, and then they drew up a Super Peasant, which also isn't fair. That round's disqualified. Sensei and Artemis. Oh my god, dude. The Bolt Wizard 2, that's 3 great units. Gonna have their work cut out for them. I mean, they do have a bunch of projectile blocking. So it's not the end of the world. Wizard and Sensei down. It's all up to Artemis. I don't think she's gonna be able to clear out. The Bolt takes the match. How good did I make Tinsa's durability? If it's good enough, then, I mean, you win this. Ivan's very durable, though. So, I mean, it looks like they're going to be durable enough, considering that none of them are going to make the game to freeze. So overdue. Tinsa. Sheila and the Maid is up next. Once again, one of those ones that's hard to balance. Shouldn't be if we have like kick stuff, because I mean recently Fire Breath has proven to be a bit of an issue because it just is infinite. It just does not run out. So I've had to swap a bunch of units with Fire Breath to having Fire Wait. Sheila takes round 1 though. The mage takes game 2, so now we move on to game 3. Dragon Kick does so much damage. And yeah, Fire Breath is infinite, so that's going to be a bit of an issue, but hopefully it won't be too because I mean, Dragon Kick, I stuff the mage anyway. He versus a lion. You're not gonna have any chance of actually hitting him with, you know, ranged attacks. Oh, but that dash. Oh, so this man is not going to benefit Lyra or Jet. That sucked. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, some story for saving our country is actually out on Wattpad. It's only a few chapters because I'm busy. It exists. I'll leave a link in the description if I can remember it. Violence is the match. Oh, do I even need? I don't even think I need to run this. The appealing. Here's how this goes. The appealing wins. She just does. It's not like because she's stronger or anything. It's because Cupid arrows are dumb, and the brute has no way of defending against them. You might not need to if they wait for that long to throw the arrow. Why are you struggling so hard to, like, float? That's it. That's it. Oh, you have like Sensei Shark and throw with Cupid arrows. That's okay. Because he's just not. He might have been able to get lucky a few times, but not gonna be enough. And again, I can pretty much tell you how this one is gonna run as soon as I hit go. I don't even need to run it. Marissa's probably just wins. This Cupid arrow is like one of, if not the best things for single target damage dealing. It's not even good for the damage dealing part, just that the single target can't do anything. So yeah, Marissa takes that one. No, I'll even give them an advantage here, because I think they're gonna need it. Sven versus the base team. Actually, they might not. They're probably gonna get like a shot collateral. Or they're just gonna block it. That works too. I mean, one. The Obsessed versus Dracula. Oh, there are so many of them. How many of them are clones, though, is the question. Almost all of them were? Yeah, that sounds about right. Devin takes that dub. I can't believe this is a round 2 fight we're getting to. The final fight. This is technically the final fight of the series. Maybe I should have reordered the brackets, so this would be the last fight I do. But anyway, Fire Lord versus the main antagonist versus the protagonist. Son versus Father. Demon versus Cat. And this should be a fairly even match until Devin starts busting out some of the new things, some of the new tools and stuff. Unless, of course, he dies out of the world. Logging it right. I think in that regard, N definitely has an advantage. And they are now like super stuck here. They're still so even in health. He avoided damage that time. Now they're trapped behind barrels. I was gonna say he's gonna dive out of the wall with that one. But no, he isn't. It's a hurricane / damage dealt to him. Is he gonna be hit by that? He is not. It is so close. I think I've even run this battle before sometimes when, testing out the new Devin. God, that's 2 that he's dodged now. At least. He might have dodged 3, I'm not sure. And it's looking real low. Firelord N takes game 1. That's obviously, not only was it close enough for me to do a second one, but also if those other hurricane slashes hit, Devin would have won. That one just straight up didn't hit. But didn't even get close to him. I mean, if you push him out of the world, that also counts. has a bit more HP. Oh, nope. Not out of the world. Devin saved both himself and him. A lot of damage done. Oh, that's a lot of damage done by the sword. Just barely. See that HP? See that HP? Fire Lord N is good. Round 3 here, because that was the end of 2. We have Sven versus the Obsessed. Oh my god, that kills so many. That kills every single one of them when they get on top of him. He might honestly be able to just one-shot them, although he definitely is not one-shotting them all here. He takes the second game, though. Decent high-damaging swarms appear to be his weakness. But not enough of a weakness, because Obsessed is way too squishy. Alright. We got a big one here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Dracula versus Fire Lord. Got all the teleporting, like all the teleporting. Go. Two of them over here down at about half health already. One of them, there goes one of them's dead. That one's unconscious.
Are you recording or? Oh.
Recording, yeah. Pinning him against the bush is all that matters. Got a match going under the dining table. Sure. That does not look comfortable. I'll tell you what. That one's close. We have one Fire Lord that's close to dying here. How's the other side looking? Not very good. Yeah, not very good is the answer. 2 Dracs left, and I don't think a single. I can't tell if that's one dead or not. They've now got 2 that are either unconscious or stuck in the ground. Honestly, he's probably stuck in the ground. Fell through the map. Makes sense to me. The Keeper versus I don't think they do not do nearly enough damage. Oh my god. There's so many of them. Did I give him self-copy too? I probably did. Like, there's no way. I mean, both the Keeper and the Obsessed have it, but both are like really low health, which is the only thing that's keeping them from, not dominating the bracket like Sarvent once used to. Devin takes both matches though. This does not sound like it's gonna be a fun matchup. Wall versus base. Fly. It's not okay. It's not not a good matchup for him. Just skip past that one. There's no way it goes to the root. It's Marissa. So we move on to a feeling versus Papa. Like nothing here is centered. Kinda gotta chill. This is absolutely his match. Only half an hour, so yeah, we'll get done with 4 rounds. I'm not spoken to read the whole thing, but it's forever to finish that match. V versus the Mage. Good miss. Like none of these attacks are hitting yet. It's gonna be really hard to see. Constant ice breath in the way. Shogun Katana does some good damage though. Definitely a good one. It's gonna get thrown back, frozen, it's gonna launch back again. And he actually can't pick up the distance. That is definitely 100% the stuff. Classic matchup, classic rivalry. Ivan versus Sheila. They're gonna back him up into one of the walls and then probably just upkick him into the next dimension. Tabs pretty much all the time. Fire is going to be ice. I don't think I made a single ice game that takes like a fighting of similar ability. Artist versus. There you go. You get 8 summons. That's a pretty decent amount of summons. What do we got? Minotaur, a king. That's really it. That's their best there. And they are doing some damage. They killed one of them, but unfortunately being constantly frozen in time is not good for any strategy that involves you. Got a bard. Harpooner. Oh, it sucks for them. They didn't summon anything good. They didn't even summon something that was decent. Catapult is so weird. They have like a Radiant Glaive for a moment there, and then it just instantly got blown up. We're just gonna move on to the Bolt versus the Cloud. Bolt versus Cloud. Let's get it. Unfortunately, no, he cannot strike her out of the sky with lightning. Would be fun if that were the case. If Cloud can keep her distance, then it's obviously her match, but, you know, dive bombing your enemy as a ranged unit is not very smart. There goes all of HP. Game 2. So they're both about even on health proportionally. You know, obviously. Has more health. And Bolt takes the second dub there. Iris versus Bill. Yeah, she does not have the health necessary for this. Where in the face? Lightning bolt square to the face does not sound very good. Overseer versus Anithia for the last match of round 3. She is going to be able to dive in, but again, she could keep her range because she's gonna be outranging Fireball Throw so fast with its accuracy. Tinza versus the Cloud. Not see this going any way except for Tinza. They didn't even kill one. They got one some of them to half. Overseer and Bill. Overseer wins. The Bolt versus Iris. I'm gonna tell you how this match is gonna go. Gonna walk up that I have ever made. And that's it, so that makes it terrible. Versus the Heat. Oh, they can sometimes just crack the whip on one of the bats, and that takes out the keepers. Nice and easy, and with them being so close together, the poison, fire, DPS over time from the Infernal Woods is just gonna murder them. So that is rough. Hila versus the Artist. Now this can go either way. Did they get any summons off? Okay, they did. A Longship, that's dead. A Chieftain and Righteous Paladin that are all dead. God, they do not get many summons off. They got an Aegis and a Solar Architect. That's good. Oh, they got like all 8 summons off. Oh, they summoned a fucking Dark Peasant. Of course, I tried to give them a chance to take the fight and to take just a for fun match. While I go over and input the scores, and then they go and summon a fucking Dark Peasant. B versus Ivan. Let's get it going. Yeah, he definitely does enough damage to choose who Ivan's eight people. My lord. That wasn't even close. Mage versus Appealing. How much projectile block does the Mage have? Or are they just gonna outrange the Appealing? Because the Appealing's big issue is the fact that I gave her Shuriken Throw, which has a really, really short range, and then just swapped the projectile to the Cupid Arrow. So she doesn't have range like Marissa would. She's like, actually, I think she'd lose in a 1v1 to Marissa. Of course, Marissa has a shield. This might go either way, because Marissa's gonna actually, you know, get in range to start shooting the love arrows. And if Lila doesn't get going fast enough, then Marissa might just take it. One of them's been affected, two of them have been affected, I've seen them turn. One of them has accidentally marched forward, and that is such a genius strategy because now she's going to absorb all of the shots. This is where Cupid Arrow's lack of damage really sucks for Marissa. I mean, they're gonna stop. I mean, it's over. Why? The Brute versus the Base Demon. Again, just like with the Keeper, this is probably not gonna go well for Brute, but it's gonna go better for Brute than it did for Keeper. Not only are there two of them, but also Brute actually one-shots them instead of, you know, not one-shotting them. Base Demon flies too close. They just get walloped out of the sky like that. God, you might just reach up, grab them, and punches their wings straight off. The Brute takes that one. Some matchups that are probably terrible. Here's Obsessed versus the Wall. God, there's so many of them. No, my frames. No, my frame rate. Yeah, the Obsessed obviously takes that one. Anyway, this is big. Sven and N. Look at all that damage. That's so much damage. I just did a 1v1 because I didn't think of having like 10 Svens would be fair, and by the looks of it, it isn't fair. It was close, but I'm giving that win to Sven. Then our last match of the day is Dracula versus Devin. Just walk up and synchronize slash each other. It's so funny. The spook might come in handy here. Usually I say that Giant Fear is like the worst ability in the game. No, like actually has a use. Good, okay. I mean, obviously, like, lie down and stuff are worse, but you wouldn't really use that in a normal fight. And sent him off the map. Alright, well, it's time for a bigger battle. 10 versus 7. Vertical effects. Oh, dude, the Amayo emotion is going to go crazy here. If they can cut through multiple, I mean, this is going to be more unfair than the 1v1. And he just knocks him out of the arena in the 1v1. Going around, a lot of tracks are down really low on health, and I'm not seeing. Well, there's one Devin that's half health, under half health, and the rest are like 70% or higher. There's another one that's at half. This one's low. This one's almost at full though. Did Devin die? What happens when... Did I give Devin the Reaper explosion? I don't remember. I'm trying to fight off the 3 of them here. What a brave soldier. He's so not good. No, that's a Dracula thing? And I guess, yeah, we haven't really seen him die this tournament yet, so yeah, that makes some sense. Anyway, Devin takes that match, and let's get into our stand. We might only be a sixth of the way through the tournament, but that doesn't mean we don't have some results to show, and some results that do back up some of our predictions. We have a 4-way tie for last place, with all these units going 0-4 currently. The Keeper, Iris, Ivan, and the Wall. No reasoning yet. Will not be doing that. We got a 4-way tie with a record of 1 win, 3 losses, with the Base Demon, the Bill, and the Artist. We have a huge group over here that have 2 wins. Nethia, the Brute, Marissa, the Appealing, the Cloud, Dracula, Devin, the Obsessed, and the Mage. We have 2 that have 3 wins, 1 loss, in Sheila and Firelord N, and then we have 5 units that are all currently undefeated. In Tinga, the Bolt, the Overseer, Lila, and Sven. With that being said, I thank you all for watching, and of course, have a good day.